all of the leadership characteristics and traits, they come from a nature of a woman. And yeah, but that's just neither here nor there, but you can go read that yourself.
All right.
But
So go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You was gonna say something? Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So
Please.
I am very well read on the leadership traits of women, and women are actually creative. They're industrious. They're hardworking as men. Do you know the one trait they lack?
What's that?
Decisiveness. That's why men are in charge. Continue.
Nah, that's not true. But we can talk about that later. Let me
I
get
know.
to
I'm
the
just trolling.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. Let me get
Lucas
to
and Ray
the
Ray disagree with you on that one.
yeah, no, let me get to the Tyler Perry thing. Okay. So Tyler Perry suggested that women date down or just accept. Okay. So if we just strip it all the way down to the biology, because you got to look at it first and foremost. Okay, the male's biological nature, his entire objective biologically is to get his genes into another body, which is a woman, right? So he does the pursuing, right? Um, the women accept or choose out of these guys. Okay, so the nature of a woman biologically, females all around nature, including women, they are resource dependent, not male dependent. And the original resources that we use, planet Earth provided, right? So now you get into structure or social structure where you have marriage and all of this stuff. So what the elites did is they took over nature's resources and created an artificial resource called fiat currency, and they created these artificial structures and put humans in them, and then they gave those artificial resources to males to put them in control over women. And this is where the problem comes in. Women are a natural resource to men, right? They're just like cars, money, all of these objects
Oh
that
no,
oh
not
no, oh
this.
no, no.
No,
Wait a
don't
minute.
don't
Let her
don't
Wait a
finish.
finish.
Let
minute.
her
Hold
finish.
No.
Let
on.
her
Hold
finish. Let her
on.
finish.
No, no,
Let
yeah,
her
because
finish.
see, I didn't interrupt. Now one of y'all and all y'all got a chance to talk without being interrupted by nobody. Let's not do that to me. I don't care if y'all getting triggered because this is a
No, go
fact,
ahead. Go ahead,
right?
Priscilla.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We
Okay,
gotta hear this.
right. So this is a fact, right? Females are resources to men, point blank, period. So,
What does
since
that
that's the
mean?
case, since that's y'all
Let
need
her let
women,
her finish, Winnie.
you need women for everything. You need women for sex. You need women for encouragement. You need women for family. You need women for everything that you can think of. So, because of that, you can laugh all you want to, right? Because y'all, you wasn't laughing when nobody else was talking. So I know I'm hitting the
No,
nail
go
right on
ahead.
the
Go
head.
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Hold that. Hold that. Put your mic on mute.
I don't have to
Right?
mute. Just go
Yeah.
ahead.
All right. Okay. All right. So since y'all need women for everything, a woman would be dumb to allow a male to come in with nothing. Nothing, right? Yeah, cause ain't nobody got time to be y'all mama. Ain't nobody got time to be giving you your greatest biological reward, which is sex, children, family, and all of that. Hey, that's just the bottom line. So I don't encourage women to allow men in their lives on some pretense of love, because the reality is, because I'm the one out here telling women that men are incapable of love. So men can't love you, and they need you for everything. You better not accept them for nothing, not to just pay a light bill and they getting all these other rewards. Nah, I reject that.
All right. My man Ali, welcome.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. You got
How's everybody doing today? How was everybody doing today?
oh, you got
So
the
what?
What's
preacher's voice
happening,
on.
bro?
Hey, Ali. Good to
How,
see
y-
you.
how you doing, my sister? So what are we attacking? Are we attacking who's the most in poverty? Who's the greatest leader? Like, what are we attacking? What is the main?
I don't
So
know. I don't know, bro.
so the
So
panel, go
let
ahead.
me.
You know the context?
I came in late, but I got to see some of the leadership part and about who earns more, right? Who earns,
Yeah,
right?
so
Let me
Tyler
let me
Perry
start.
basically said
Uh,
that he thinks women earn more and they should just accept that, and that they should be okay with finding a man who is morally and just a good man basically, and even
okay.
if he makes less they should get with him and be good with it. They should be okay with that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go in, right? Let's say this first. we know what Tyler Perry does. He makes movies where he's simping and always making men look like they're the worst person in history and making women look like they're the best person in history, and not taking anything from what Tyler Perry is saying. But let's say this: 70% of Black fathers who live with their children are the most likely to bathe, dress, change, or help their child with the toilet every day, right? Compared with any other race of men. So we know the fathers are with their children, contrary for what society's pushing. Now, when we go to finances, the only person the Black woman makes more than is the Native American woman, right? So when you look at student loan, this is another thing where we advise a lot of men not to do is married women who are college educated, because Black women own a disproportionate amount of the $1 trillion student debt. They are the highest debt owners with student debt, 40% more than white women. Okay, single fathers are more likely than single mothers to be living with a cohabiting partner as well too. They make it their motive to make sure they get with someone else, contrary to strong independent women who don't need men, right? Which we push all day, right? Household without fathers are 4 times more likely to live below the poverty belt. Okay, that's one thing. Second, not only are they leading in being in poverty, they're leading in, when Black women, we already know, we stated, was leading in homelessness. But did y'all even know that 70% of nursing homes are resident to women? So the family is also abandoning a lot of women because of their behaviors in the past generations, which we don't speak about. I know somebody on this panel said that that men are incapable of, but let's say this one thing we didn't address. It don't matter how much money you making. It matters what you're doing with that baby. It matters what you're doing in a household with a family. So let's break that down. Single mother households are 5 more times likely to commit suicide than children from both unbroken households and single father households. 9 times more likely to drop out of high school. 10 times more likely to abuse chemical substances. 14 times more likely to commit rape. 20 times more likely to end up in prison, and 32 more times likely to come from a runaway home. Single mothers households also account for 70% of all teen pregnancies, 70% of all child murders, and they account for the majority of the killing of babies. Most of the women are killing babies, which means a child living in a single mother household is most likely to be a murderer with their parent. So if we look at the stats, the worst place for a Black child or a child is to live with a single mother in 2003. So if we're going to address reality, which a lot of people on this panel love data, especially my great sister, the Queen Maker, and says men are incapable of. The worst place for a child to live is with a single mother. They lead their kids to disaster, and all the data proves it. And I'll rest.
All right. That was a download. I'm still downloading all that data. God damn. All right. Precious, go to you.
I think that women are naturally hypergamous. However, what Tyler Perry was talking about is something that no woman of today's day and age is really going to go for, unless there is a tight bond connection with her and this man. I remember interviewing Judge Lynn Toller, and she goes, you're not Beyonce, you don't get Jay-Z. You're just not the ish, so you don't get the ish. You know what I mean? Women work. There are women who work and make more than men. I know people who the wife makes more, the dad or the husband doesn't make as much, but there's a contribution that he's putting in that she's not. There's something that he's providing that she's not. And like Ali was talking about family, we see men as dollar signs when there's way more to family and the family lifestyle than money. Most women who don't want men to make less than them only want the men for what they can provide for them monetarily. They don't want to put in the work to actually have a family. They don't want to put in the work to actually cook meals every single day. They don't want to put in the work to actually do the housework and not outsource it. They don't want to put in that work. They just want to, how much you making? How much can you give me? How much can you deposit into my bank account? They're not really there because there is a love that they're going to share for a lifetime. Because we all know that women file for divorce way more than men do because they're not happy